Good morning, guys. It is 5:26 on a Thursday. Hope you guys are having an awesome week. Today, I wanted to get into the topic of not really learning to say no, but not being that yes person that says yes to everything, that tries to please everyone. Because often it leads to disappointment and unattainable expectations. So I think it's really key to understand your priority and what is important and what tasks are important, what's not, and that's really up to you to decide. But deciding that can really factor out that short-term and the long-term relationship you have with anyone that's requesting or requiring you to do something or complete something. Um, so yeah, first and foremost, prioritizing and learning how to prioritize is, I think, really key. Um, and secondly, not saying yes to everything. So, at the moment, I know it may seem like, the worst thing to do if you say no. And if you're declining an offer that or a request that it's somewhat important in terms of priority. But if you're absolutely swamped and if you have no time, you can't make time for that new thing. Because at the end of the day, then one must forego for you to work on the other, and that's not fair for that client, right? So, being able to really analyze and learning to say no to avoid disappointment and providing realistic expectation, I think is super 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 key, because often we get into that trap of saying yes to so many things, then we feel overwhelmed, we're not able to do our job properly, and then it just trickles down from there. So mastering no is, I think, super important. It is not a dirty word. It's more so, think of it as a sanity or like a shield to your sanity. Um, you know, I think also clarity is really key. So, when managing expectations, being very upfront of what's possible, what's not. So there are no surprises. What I've experienced in the past too often is, misalignment in expectations. And, once the work is being completed or being presented, we're completely on the separate page. That is absolutely, the producer's fault, not the client, because it is our job to essentially understand and get clarifications on everything that we are supposed to finish, because it's how we perceive things, not the way our clients portray things. So, well, not portray things, but explain things. So, in a way, it's really up to us to how to perceive a project or a certain, request. And super, super important to ask the right questions. Or let me rephrase that: not ask the right questions, ask any questions, because there is no wrong question. And lastly, I think it is, being able to chase fulfillment versus approval. So, oftentimes I was in defense of, uh, just really, really wanting and really um, hunting down that fulfillment of approval. So, I would always try to get some sort of an approval. That was my way of, gaining, I guess, some sort of a feedback from my clients on how I'm doing. But honestly, approval is, it's one of those things that, you know, that is not there to stay, and it's just like a temporary thing. But fulfillment is lasting. So, don't chase approvals, but chase fulfillment. How much fulfillment are you getting out of completing that project? How much fulfillment are you getting out of, servicing that client? How much fulfillment are you getting from doing what you do? And at the end of the day, I think that's what really matters, because you're not going to be counting the number of people that you made happy. It's more of the moments and the fulfillment that you got out of each thing that you're going to be recognizing. So I think it's really, really key to understand that from the get-go. So, you're never again swamped, you're never burning out, and the last thing you want is saying yes to too many things and not being able to fulfill them all. So very, very important for everyone in the service game. If you're in a job where you are fulfilling clients, and you have a lot of demanding clients, and you're in a high pressure work environment, then you got to be very, 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 very smart with what you decide, how you prioritize, and I think that's it for today. I hope you guys have an awesome day again, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers, guys.